It was our 15th wedding anniversary when James walked through the door, ignoring the candlelit dinner I had prepared and dropping divorce papers onto the table without even flinching. His words struck harder than any storm. I won $10 million. I don't need to pretend anymore. After 15 years of loyalty, sacrifice, and struggle, after building a life from nothing, staying up through nights of grief, scraping together enough for groceries when he had nothing, it ended with a check in cold indifference. He left without a goodbye, and I was left with a mortgage, a child asking where daddy went, and a heart ripped in two. But I didn't collapse. I went to therapy I couldn't afford, started taking night classes while working double shifts, and slowly pieced together the woman I had buried beneath years of selfless love. I studied accounting, then real estate, and sold cupcakes on weekends to pay for my textbooks. 3 years later, I ran a small financial consulting business for single mothers and struggling women, offering more than advice, offering hope. Then one day, I saw his mansion, the same one he'd flaunted online with pool parties and a new 20-something influencer girlfriend, up for sale. He'd squandered everything. Without revealing my identity, I bought it. Cash. The locks were changed before he even knew. When he pulled into the driveway in a rusted sedan and saw me standing there, he didn't recognize me. The years had been kind to me and cruel to him. I handed him the deed and told him the truth, it was mine now. But I hadn't bought it to hurt him. I bought it to transform it into Hope Haven, a transitional shelter for women like me, left behind, broken, lost. We offered warm beds, therapy, job support, and more importantly, community. And then, months later, James returned, not with swagger but with slumped shoulders and a torn duffel bag. He was homeless, bankrupt, abandoned by the same world he once worshipped. He asked for help, and I gave it, not because he deserved it, but because everyone deserves a second chance. He stayed, worked in the garden, fixed broken doors, and slowly began to change. One day, I saw him playing guitar for a little girl who hadn't spoken in weeks, and when she laughed at his song, something shifted inside me too, not forgiveness exactly, but peace. When he thanked me for not shutting the door, I told him I hadn't done it for him, but for what we were building. He left eventually to work at a non-profit, and we went our separate ways, both better for it. Hope Haven thrived, women started businesses, went back to school, and raised children in safety. Some came back to volunteer, one even ran for office. And me? I found peace in the same window James once looked through with arrogance, now seeing hope in the garden we had planted not with revenge, but with purpose. I didn't just buy a mansion, I reclaimed my voice, my worth, and built a legacy of healing. Because strength isn't about holding on. It's about letting go, and rising.